Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm the founder of the Optimized Office, and I'm excited to talk today to Kate Bishop, founder of Hawkeye Bookkeeping, and have the opportunity to ask her three of the top questions I get from small business owners about bookkeeping. So, Kate, a few things about yourself.
Hi, I am a QuickBooks Online Advanced Certified Pro Advisor, and I also have my QuickBooks Online Payroll certification as well. And I work for Intuit as a QuickBooks Live bookkeeper, doing cleanups all day long, every day.
Great. So you're qualified.
Yes.
Very much so. Okay, well, we'll just jump right in. The top question that I get is, at what point in my business do I need to hire a bookkeeper?
As soon as you can afford to. And there are a lot of options for do it with you services. I offer it. I know other bookkeepers do as well. And it's a great way to kind of get familiar with what's going on with your business and how the bookkeeping works and how to read the reports and all of that. It saves you some money because you'll be trained to do some of the easier tasks yourself. And then you'll have the bookkeeper who will check over your work and reconcile all of the accounts and then discuss everything with you. And then when you get to the point where you have more income and you can afford to have the bookkeeper take over entirely, then that gives you the opportunity for a smooth transition, and then you can focus more on growing your business.
Can you talk a little bit about outsourcing versus hiring a dedicated employee?
If you hire a dedicated employee, then you're going to have payroll, more expenses with the taxes. It's going to be more complicated. Most businesses don't need to have their bookkeeper be an employee, full-time or part-time. There are a lot of bookkeepers that work virtually, and they can do value pricing where it's a flat rate each month, so you don't have any surprises, and they get the job done very well. And it saves you money because you don't have to pay all those taxes. You pay their rate and they deal with all the taxes and all of that.
I've noticed that a lot of small business owners use a CPA when really they need a bookkeeper, and possibly vice versa. So can you help answer for them? When do you use a CPA versus a bookkeeper?
Okay. They offer complementary services that go hand in hand, much like a doctor and a nurse or a lawyer and a paralegal. So you do need both, but CPAs aren't usually they if they do bookkeeping, if they offer it, they're usually outsourcing it to someone like me, and they're charging you more to be able to do that, so they still make some money off of it. Um, a CPA will help you, they can help you set up your business or make changes to your business entity type. Like if you go from sole proprietorship to you want to go into a corporation, they can help you with that. They do tax planning and tax preparation. Bookkeepers, they're going to be in the software, whether it's QuickBooks Online or some other software. They know the software, they're in the software, they are tracking every penny of your expenses and your income and organizing it all to be able to pull those reports that the CPA will use for your taxes. But most CPAs don't go into the software and do the bookkeeping. They leave that for someone else that's trained to do that.
So it sounds like it is definitely more cost effective to use a CPA only when you need a CPA. And
Yes,
yeah,
definitely. And you
great.
don't need to worry about if that you have to have a bookkeeper that your CPA recommends or anything like that. Most bookkeepers, they'll work with any CPA that you're working with and are happy to do so and help with communication as long as you give permission to both to talk to each other directly. So that can save you some frustration as well. If your CPA can talk directly to your bookkeeper and you're not in the middle going, what report do you need? I don't understand. Your
Right.
bookkeeper can do it for you.
And small business owners, especially when they're hiring a bookkeeper for the first time, there's a lot of uncertainty and some fear around that first engagement. So that's the third question: is what should they be looking for in a bookkeeper?
Well, you want to ask about experience, both in general and with your specific type of business. You want to ask about software certifications. I know a lot of bookkeepers that will say, oh, software certification doesn't matter because that just means you know the software. It doesn't mean you know bookkeeping. But the software is the main tool that you use to do the bookkeeping. So you want to make sure they know how to use the software. So software certifications do matter. I have my advanced QuickBooks Online certification, and there's only like 3 to 4% of pro advisors have the advanced certification. And you don't necessarily need someone who has the advanced certification, but just know what the difference is and what that means. The other thing to ask about is training certifications. How did they learn to be a bookkeeper? Did they go through a course? Intuit has a course for bookkeeping that I went through and passed the exam as well. And I also went through another training program that was very difficult to pass those exams. You want to check their reviews, whether it's, Pro Advisor Directory that Intuit has. I have reviews there. I have reviews on Facebook, which I pull them into my website, so they're there as well. The most important thing is that you feel comfortable talking with them. So you can interview 2, 3 bookkeepers, as many as you need to, but you really, when you talk to someone, you can know pretty quickly if you connect with them or not. You're going to be talking to them about money, which is very personal and intimate. And you want to make sure that you feel comfortable talking to them. Like you feel like you can trust them and that you can ask them questions without them making you feel like you're stupid for asking them, because there are no stupid questions. There really aren't. I love it when my clients ask me questions. I tell them, I can't do what you do. You can't do what I do, but together we can do a lot. So ask questions.
What I'm excited about is a surprise offer that you have coming up soon. I'll let you share more about it.
I have been working on a workbook to help new business owners start tracking all of their expenses and their income and everything before they are ready to start paying for software or a bookkeeper to track it there. Because it's very important that you start out day one knowing exactly what your finances are. And a lot of people, they won't do it until much later in their business because they're overwhelmed. They don't know if they can afford it. This is something that will be very affordable, and you will be tracking everything, so you will know exactly when you can afford to start paying for that software and hire a bookkeeper.
And where do we find that?
It's not ready yet, but if you sign up for my newsletter on my website, you will be the first to know when it's ready to go.
Okay, perfect. If I understand right, you're open to just questions, one-on-ones, and helping
Yep.
small business
Yep.
owners.
I offer free consultation calls, and I'm happy to answer whatever questions I can. Even if you don't hire me, you don't have to hire me. I'm just happy to help.
I think that we're probably going to do another video in the future with some other questions. So we're also looking for any comments on questions that small business owners have around bookkeeping for Kate in the future.
Yeah.
Do another video. So thank you so much, and we'll see you again.
Bye.